language. Friends, what is pointer? In C++ or for the allocation of dynamic memory or allocation of any memory to the variable, at that time we programmatically use the address of the variable. So for holding or for hold the variable address, we simply use C++ pointer. So the pointer in C++ language is a variable. It is also work as a variable. That variable holds the address of the memory location where the value of that variable is stored. So that pointer in C++ is also known as locator or indicator, which points to an address of the value of the variable. There are number of advantages of pointer. Most important advantage of the pointer is we are able to access any memory location from the given memory or computer memory. Second advantage is if we use pointer, that will be reduces the code and simply that increase the performance of our program. That pointer is used to retrieve strings also, trees, etc. That pointer uses with arrays, structures and functions. So by using that pointer, we reduce the line of code, that is LOC, and improves the performance of our program. Friends, there are lots of uses of pointer. Here there are two different types of uses. First one is dynamic memory allocation. In that, two things are very important. First one is malloc and calloc. What it will be done? That malloc and calloc functions are used dynamically to allocate the memory to the variable where pointer is used. Second, arrays, functions and structure, that is also the uses. We have to combine pointers and array or function or structures, different types of structures. We easily reduces the code of the program and we also reduces the complexity in the program. In pointers, if you use that pointer in the program, there are two different types of symbols we are use. First one is ampersand. That ampersand is called as address operator and that determines the address of the variable. Second symbol is asterisk. Asterisk is a symbol that is called as indirection operator. Ampersand is the address operator and asterisk sign indicates indirection operator. By using that asterisk sign, we access the value of an address. So these are the two important syntax or symbols that will be used when we have to perform the practical by using pointer. Friends, here I have taken a simple program. In that program, there is include file, IOStream, I already explained you what is hash, preprocessor directive, include, what is IOStream header file, what is namespace, using, etc. So in the main function, that main function returns integer value. That's why we have to write here int main. So we define the number as a variable, and that number stores the value 30. Means what? We have to initialize that number as a 30. Int star p, int asterisk p semicolon asterisk, that is indirection operator, and that will be access the value of an address. P is equal to ampersand number, means here we have to store that specific address of a variable. By using asterisk, we access the value of an address. By using ampersand, we determine the address of a variable. So friends, what is the output? The output is, first of all, address of a number variable is, we print the address, the variable number, means number address printed by using first statement. Second statement, for in cout, in that program cout, we print the message address of a p variable is. So here we have to print the variable at p variable address. And last one is, we use here asterisk p, means what? We stores the actual value of the memory. Friends, you know, in data structure, stack as well as queue, default the memory is allocated in the form of a stack. So that's why we allocate the memory to the specific variable, or we deallocate the memory for the by the for the specific variable from that bunch of memories. Processor uses the memory in the form of bytes, and here by using that pointer we take the address, and after that by using asterisk we take the value of the variable, that is the pointer. So friends, execute that program on your computer and find the solution for the program. Right. Next concept in C++, that is very important for C CP1 practicals also, that is memory management. So friends, first of all, why we have to require memory management? Because in that semester you have to study database management system. Yes, in database management system, when you have to perform number of SQL queries, at that time you have to use different types of data or data types. So from that data types, there are integer, varchar, number, as well as char, etc., etc. So I only explain here what is the difference between varchar and char. Varchar and char. The difference between varchar and char is that by using character data type, if we take the array of character data type is 20, and if we have to write only 10 numbers or 10 characters, then that time Next 10 locations of a memory does not use, or that does not use by another program also, so that will be loss. So friends, to overcome that problem, we use another data type in DBMS, that is varchar. So by using that, when we give the 10 character as a input, that will be take only that will be assigned in the 10 memory locations only, and next 10 memory locations are also available for the next variable storage, means there is no loss of memory. So same in memory management, the array that stores the homogeneous data. So most of time memory is allocated to the array at declaration time. If you have to declare 20 locations, and if we use only 10 locations, then 10 memory locations or 10 memory uh, bytes are lost, and that does not use for the next purpose. So to avoid such situations, we declared an array with a maximum size, but some memory will be unused. So to avoid the wastage of memory, we use the new operator to allocate memory dynamically at runtime. So there are two different types of functions. First one is malloc or calloc, and second one is free. That malloc and calloc allocates the memory dynamically at runtime, and free function is used to deallocate that dynamically allocated memory. So C++ supports malloc as well as free by using two operators. One is new and second one is delete. That will be perform same task as malloc as well as free. These are the unary operators that will be used to allocate as well as deleting the memory. The example of new operator, int asterisk p is equal to new int, p is the variable name, and here we have to allocate integer type of memory. A new operator is used to create the object, means here we have to create the object. In that example, p is the object which have a integer data type that stores the integer type of data into the memory. And next operator is delete operator. After after the use of p variable, we have to free that memory for the next purpose. So we have to delete by using delete operator. So that delete operator is used to delete the object. So here is the syntax: pointer underscore variable. That is nothing but the pointer variable. New is the operator, and data type we have to give here integer, float, character, etc., etc. There are the two different types of data types used to allocate the memory for P and Q.